Hello there. You asked for it. Now you're going to get it. We're going to have a look at the Cellar, the Hutch. Spoiler alert, if you saw my last video, Bank Fraud Yabo, that's what I got from Pipes and Cigars, Hearth and Home Stuff, and a tin of Balkan Blue. Real nice. Okay, so pardon the mess, guys. We live in this house. You know, there's a living room. We're in the dining room now, and this is the kitchen. Okay? So this house came with this little room right here betwixt the dining room and the kitchen. You can see a little window in there. I guess the guy who he remodeled this place was envisioning this to be like some sort of wine room or storage, or I don't mean, maybe an office. We use it as the office and tobacco, coffee. Whoa! So you can see all my pipes and coffee kettle, but there's a humidor, pipe rack. But this is why you're here, right? Big old armoire. We've had this armoire in the garage for about 3 years. We were planning to put it in the living room, but it's just too big. And like, this is me reaching up. It's probably like 7 feet tall, maybe 6.5, 7 feet tall. It's pretty big. So, the lighting situation's not ideal in here. It's fine for real life, but for the video, it's not that great. So I got one of these little push lights, which I'll be using to illuminate each shelf. So let's just, before we get into there, I'll let y'all know that I collected these over several years. This is not just, I got all this tobacco yesterday. Now, I've been buying slowly and surely over the last several years. Plus, the fact it's all in this little space here, so it's more compact, and it looks a little bit more grandiose than maybe it actually is. I know there's a lot of folks out there with more tobacco in their stash, but it's spread out and not stacked up like this is. Okay, so what do we got here? If you look on this side, this is from the side, we're about 3 layers deep. So this side is, we got, these are the little pop-top tins, Cornell and Deal, GLPs, McClellan stuff. You can see on this edge here, I've got the 100-gram tins. You got Blackwoods, and you got Frog Morton, and you got Virginia Woods, and Christmas Cheer, stuff like that. There's a layer of Sutliff back there. Cornell and Deal. It's pretty standard stuff. Nothing. You've seen most of it. On this side, also stacked 3 deep, you've got the round tins and then the rectangle tins. The back row is the rectangle tins. Mostly Sam Gawith, but there are a few surprises. There are a few good things in there. That's Sam Gawith. Ooh, Pelican. Got a few of those. Not too many. You can see the black tins. Those are the Suge series. You got Rattrays. Got a lot of Viprati. Ooh, there's some Balkan Sobrani. Let's see. You got some Margate. Stuff like that. There's Dunhill tins. There's things of that nature in there. I won't go over it all because you've seen a lot of it. It is 3 layers deep, and I'm going to add some of that Hearth and Home stuff. I got things of that nature in there. All right, this side are, see, now this is where it's the illumination kind of sucks. These are open tins of tobacco that I've jarred up. So everybody, and some of it's bulk. Like this is that dry Turkish Izmir that I got the other day. You're going to have your plum pudding. You're going to have your, there's Balkan Beauty. Oh, the lighting sucks. Viprati. Rich Virginia Ribbon. Let's see. Oh, What else do I have here? You know, just Frogmorton Cellar. Pretty much any tins that I've opened up in the past and haven't smoked through, that's where they go into jars. Those are my open jars. There's those casks there of the Comoys, cask number 7. This is where I keep the unopened, the flat rectangle tins. So you got things like Dunhill Flake, Irish Flake, Old Dark Fired, Navi Flake, Orlick Golden Sliced, St. Bruno Flake. Ooh, this is my only tin of Penzance. And that was the price of the tobacco in the store this year. There's some brown flake, some special Latakia flake over there as well. On this, this is the stack of these different size circle tins. You know, you got the Hamburger Veermaster, Old Ironsides. I just try to keep them together based on, try to keep them classified together. You know, try to keep them stacked together based on their size, whatnot. Oh, this is going off the rails. All right, this is my open tins and my OTC blends area. You know, I got some Cabbies, I got some Bothy Flake, I got some Black X, I got some Presbyterian. That's what this is. And then on this side, these are the big jars of stuff that are in bulk. Let's see, we've got, let me turn this off. I got the last of my Stonehaven. Got some of the Happy Bogey. You know, this is the last of my Penzance. You know, you got the, there's more of that dry Turkish Izmir. And what else? Ooh, St. James Flake. So I got a bunch of different big jars in there. All right, let's have a seat for the bottom. Okay. Woo. Whiskey. So look what we got here. I got some Rebecca Creek. I got a handle of this. This was on sale the other day. My brother likes it, so I bought some. 4 Roses. Old Weller Antique. Johnny Walker Black Label. Haven't tried that yet. The Famous Grouse. A blended scotch. Have not tried that. Ooh. Here's the rest of my poor man's Pappy. A liter of Weller Special Reserve. Great bang for the buck. Tasty bourbon. Wheated bourbon. There's Weller 12-year. Balcones Baby Blue. Interesting. I got some Balcones Texas Single Malt Whiskey. Pretty interesting booze there. Corsair Small Batch Triple Smoke. Got this in Nashville. A lot of guys tried that stuff. Old Granddad 117. Got some Balcones Brimstone. That's a smoky whiskey. Very good. Eagle Rare and Colonel Taylor Small Batch. And then the piece de resistance. You got some Ardbeg 10-year. Oh, goodness. And Lefroy 10-year. This stuff, you've seen it. Follow my Instagram, you've seen these. Those are amazing. So, in summary, we've got whiskey on the bottom. We've got bulk jarred up and open tobacco on the second to bottom shelf. Alright, second from the top, you've got open tobacco tins that have been jarred up and sealed up tins. Oh, that pipe my bro got me for Christmas. It's a cool little thing. And then the top shelf. And, you know, again, I apologize for the lighting, but these are all the sealed McClellan GLPs and then all the circular and rectangle tins. Okay. So, hold on. There's all kinds of whiskey in the way. Whiskey I'm gonna trip over. So, that, guys, that's the Hutch. It is well stocked, full of wonderful delights, great tobacco, great whiskey, enough to last me and any guest that would come by. This will last for many, many years. As I've said before, I'm pretty much done purchasing pipe tobacco, you know, in big orders. If I stop by a brick and mortar, I'll usually pop in and grab a couple of tins here or there. And, you know, that's how I did that for several years, and that's how I got so much in there, is just every so often popping into a brick and mortar and picking up a tin of nightcap or a tin of early morning pipe. And as you can see, it just builds and builds and builds when you don't smoke, you know, several bowls a day. But it was really cool, I thought, bringing this thing in here and stacking everything in there. It's really cool to look at. I don't know if the video is going to really do it justice, but it's pretty grand. It's pretty awesome. So if you ever find yourself in rural West Texas and you find yourself my way, stop by. We'll crack a tin, or we'll break into a jar, or I'll pull out some of this bulk stuff, and then we'll have a glass of whiskey, or beer, or whatever, or coffee. You know, coffee. And there's all pipes and stuff. We can have a cigar too. So that's it, everyone. I appreciate you for watching. I feel like maybe later tonight I'm going to break into some of this Hearth and Home Chatham Manor. So, that was my Hutch, my Cellar. I appreciate you all watching. Smell my beer.